is Gregory. Brother, wherever did you get such a fine hat?
I'll be an eating man soon. It is high time I begin presenting myself as one.
Perhaps eating will make your brain big enough to finally fill that hat.
Is a recast coming soon? Bridgerton Seasons 7 and 8 and Hyacinth and Gregory's futures.
Huh?
Dearest gentle readers, or should I say gentle viewers of the YouTube realm, welcome back to the Wolfe Diaries, where we sip tea, spill secrets, and dive into the drama of your favorite shows and movies. Netflix's official announcement makes it very clear. Bridgerton isn't stopping yet. The Tudum blog confirmed earlier this year that Bridgerton shall return for seasons 5 and 6, and that we should celebrate accordingly. Showrunner Shonda Rhimes and Betsy Beers have earlier on even pledged to adapt all 8 Bridgerton siblings novels, which means Hyacinth and Gregory's stories are on the table. As Capital FM notes, if Francesca and Eloise take seasons 5 and 6, then we'll definitely see Gregory and Hyacinth in seasons 7 and 8. Season 4, which will be Benedict's story, is already in post-production since filming concluded in early June 2025, and insiders speculate seasons 5 and 6 will likely cover Francesca and Eloise. If Netflix sticks to all 8 books, then seasons 7 and 8 would naturally spotlight the youngest Bridgertons, Gregory and Hyacinth, when their time comes. Does that mean a recast will be coming in the near future? Let's dive deeper into this. Welcome to the Wolfe Diaries. Will Hyacinth and Gregory be recast? The big question on fans' lips. Can we grow up with Florence Hunt and Will Tilston, or will Netflix swap them out? Remember, Hyacinth and Gregory are still kids on screen. Hunt and Tilston are only 18 and 16 now. By the time Hyacinth marries Gareth St. Clair or Gregory weds Lady Lucinda, the actors would be in their early 20s. Fans have pointed out that Julia Quinn's website even labels them as young Hyacinth Bridgerton and young Gregory Bridgerton, a hint that older actors might step in when it's time for the spicy grown-up scenes. On Reddit and TikTok, people debate this all the time. One user bluntly said, "They will both be recast. They were chosen in the first season just to be the children, not the potential leads." Others sympathize. After all, it would be like watching the Harry Potter kids age up. Another commenter joked, "If I can get past Harry Potter actors growing up, I can get used to these kids." Even cast contracts may play a role. Hello Magazine reports fans guessing Hunt and Tilston might only be signed through adolescence, and new contracts could be negotiated or recast when they're adults. So yes, there's a real chance we'll see grown-up Bridgertons playing Hyacinth and Gregory. In fact, internet sleuths are already speculating on who might play them. Some fans noted Netflix's casting agency following actor Jonah Hauer-King, suggesting he could be a future Gregory. Others have thrown out names like Christine Frozeth as an older Hyacinth lookalike. Of course, none of this is official. It's all fan detective work and wishful thinking. Whatever happens, seeing our favorite Bridgerton kiddos as adults will be strange, but exciting one way or another. Their faces will be familiar, but changed. The books with Hyacinth and Gregory's tales. Bridgerton's source novels give us a clear roadmap for Hyacinth and Gregory. Their stories are Book 7 and Book 8 of Julia Quinn's series. In summary, It's in His Kiss, Book 7. Takes on Hyacinth Bridgerton's adventures. She's super smart, devilishly outspoken, and her hero is Gareth St. Clair, Lady Danbury's bold grandson. They meet in wild fashion at a Smythe-Smith musical soiree and bond over translating a mysterious Italian diary. As the fandom synopsis says, when Gareth and Hyacinth cross paths at the annual Smythe-Smith musicale, Hyacinth offers to translate his diary, and in doing so they discover there is nothing as simple or as complicated as a single, perfect kiss. In short, Hyacinth's novel is a witty, tongue-in-cheek romance, diary mysteries, verbal sparring, and eventually a swoony love. On the Way to the Wedding, Book 8, addresses Gregory Bridgerton's romance. Gregory believes in true love and expects the first girl he kisses to be the one. He falls for debutante Hermione Watson only to learn she loves someone else. Her practical best friend, Lady Lucinda Lucy Abernathy, steps in to help Gregory win Hermione, but Gregory ends up falling for Lucy instead. The blurb teases a classic love triangle. Lucy is engaged when Gregory realizes that it is Lucy who makes his heart sing. Now, on the way to the wedding, Gregory must do everything possible so that he is the only man standing at the altar. In Quinn's books, Lucy, not Hermione, becomes Gregory's bride. It's a heartfelt, light-hearted comedy of mistaken love that ends in the perfect proposal. As Day One fans, we love these books, and if the show stays faithful to the source material, we'll see each sibling season follow these main beats. One caveat. In the books, Hyacinth's best friend Felicity plays a big role, and Netflix hasn't introduced her yet. The writers will need to adapt creatively. Separate seasons, or a sibling crossover. Every Bridgerton sibling has gotten their own season so far, more or less, and the novels are distinct. That suggests Hyacinth and Gregory should each get their own finale seasons, Season 7 for Hyacinth's Kiss, and Season 8 for Gregory's Wedding Tale. On the other hand, the show has already played loose with order. It skipped around, bringing Colin and Penelope's story earlier. Some fans speculate the showrunners could combine Hyacinth and Gregory's stories into one supersized finale, especially since they're tight-knit siblings. But combining two hefty novels might be cramped, and with 8 books on the table, it seems more likely Netflix will split them. Realistically, we expect Season 7 will be Hyacinth and Gareth's season, and Season 8 will be Gregory and Lucy's season, each with its own romance and subplots. What about the Bridgerton family expansion? By the time we reach Hyacinth and Gregory's chapters, the Bridgerton household will be buzzing. Expect to see a whole new generation. Some highlights. Next-gen Bridgertons. Anthony and Kate will already have a newborn by Season 4's end, and by Season 7 and 8 they'll be parents of toddlers, and possibly more. Colin and Penelope gave Violet her first grandson by the end of Season 3, and he's the new Lord Featherington since he's Portia's first grandson. Benedict and Sophie Beck, the Cinderella character introduced this coming season, might bring more children. Even Eloise and Philip, or Francesca and John Sterling, could pop up with a brood if their love stories deviate from the books by the show writers' choosing. In short, there will be little Bridgertons running around, filling Violet with grandmotherly pride. New in-laws. Every wedding means new family branches. Francesca has already married John Sterling and met his sister Michaela, so the Sterling family is entering the clan. Eloise will most likely marry Sir Philip Crane, who we've already met in Seasons 1 and 2, so the Cranes could show up. And of course, Hyacinth's Gareth and Gregory's Lucy bring their families into the fold. All those grandparents, uncles, cousins, and the family tree is blossoming. Heads of the house. By Hyacinth and Gregory's era, Anthony is still Viscount Bridgerton, and Kate is Viscountess. They'll effectively be running the Bridgerton estate. Expect scenes of Anthony and Kate presiding over the household, handling society duties, and raising their children. Lady Violet will be quite elderly in her 60s, so Netflix might gently phase her into an honored elder role. Imagine Violet as a wise, smiling matriarch in the background, with Anthony and Kate in charge of the Bridgerton estate. In the books, Violet lives quite long, but the show could give her a cameo status by then. Penelope's role. And what about our beloved gossip columnist? Penelope Bridgerton's secret identity as Lady Whistledown is now known. Viewers will be curious. Will she keep writing her sharp-tongued society papers? In the books, Penelope eventually marries Colin and quietly stops being Whistledown, but the Netflix series could take a different path. Maybe she'll continue chronicling Bridgerton life from the shadows, perhaps even mentoring a new writer. Either way, expect Penelope's role as Whistledown to evolve. She might become the family chronicler of the next generation's romances. Fan interest and final thoughts. Will fans care about Hyacinth and Gregory enough to carry Bridgerton through seasons 7 and 8? Bridgerton is a streaming powerhouse, so Netflix certainly seems willing. Betsy Beers even joked she'll be a granny gumming her food, but we want to make sure that there's Bridgerton for all of us who love it. That pretty much spells it out. The creators plan to give every sibling a season. Some critics have argued Hyacinth and Gregory haven't earned much screen time yet and could end the show at season 6, but the cast and crew have been clear they want to adapt all 8 books. In the end, Bridgerton's fans will decide. If season 7 and 8 happen, expect dramatic new storylines. Grown Hyacinth and Gregory, likely with new actors, finally taking center stage. A flood of little Bridgerton babies. Kate and Anthony juggling parenthood and power, and Penelope shaping the narrative of a brand new chapter. It will be bittersweet to bid farewell to the Bridgerton family saga, but imagine the payoff. A full circle from Daphne's debut to the youngest kids' happy endings. After all, Bridgerton has promised us happily ever afters for all 8 siblings, and Hyacinth and Gregory are no exception. So, what are your burning questions? Which Regency trope has you most excited for in the coming seasons? Drop your guesses, thoughts, and questions in the comments below. Please share your insights, because I'd love to hear what you think. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to the channel, like this video, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any updates about your favorite shows every time that we upload, and for more exclusive Bridgerton insights and analyses. Until next time, keep your fans handy, and remember, in the ton, love, and drama are always in season. This is Lady Wolfe, signing off with a Bridgerton-sized swoon. Until then, dearest readers, it seems the best is yet to come. Thank you for joining us on this captivating journey. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and/or subscribe for more delightful content, and I'll see you on the next one.